Hello YouTube, Ready Reptiles here with another video, and in today's video we have a little bit of a different situation. Here in South Florida, expected tomorrow, there is a Category 1 or a tropical storm hurricane that is going to hit landfall and make landfall on my area. So that being said, I have lots of animals like Mr. Goobs, a lot of my tortoises, iguanas that cannot stay outside obviously. So what we're going to do is we're going to fortify some of the heated shelters, and then in the rest of the video I'm going to be taking all the animals that cannot remain outside and I'm putting them into my reptile room. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and let's get started. Alright guys, so as I explained in the intro, we have a possible Category 1, but for sure a tropical storm that is going to hit the coast of Florida. It is not going to make landfall like the center of the eye, but in my area we're projected to get some winds and some rain. So even in a normal rainstorm here in my backyard, it does flood. So what we've done with the help of my dad, we've screwed in some screws into the heated shelter, and then they go into the cement blocks that are on the bottom. So it is very fortified, it is weighted down, and then plus by having the tortoises inside, I feel pretty much comfortable because it's not going to be an intense storm. So right now what we're going to do is we're going to grab Mr. Goobs as the first tortoise to put inside the shelter. So I'm just going to be taking you along the process, and then after this we'll just do the rest of the adult cicadas. We'll move on to the other tortoises that I have on the other side of the yard, and then as well as the iguanas and all the younger animals that I have to put in. So basically, you guys saw in the other video that I posted, I do this pretty much all the time when it does rain, but since we are, projected to have a supposed hurricane, I just wanted to, make this video to show you guys what really goes on. So that's Goobs. We've got 3 more to go, so we'll see that in the next clip. You guys saw me put Goobs in. As you can see, Gab stays outside in the corner, so this was an easy one for me. So what I'll do is I just pick them up, bring them in. We have 2 of the tortoises that are in the burrow, which is a little bit harder to get out, but they'll come out with time. And what I do is I just put these tortoises inside. I might leave the lights on for the hurricane, but I don't think so because it's not going to get too cold. So as you can see here, if we come to the burrow area, we got Daisy and Gaia, and as you can see, what I'm doing is I tap the ground. They feel the vibration, they see me. I do this all the time. So slowly, right now, I just got Daisy out of the burrow, and you can see behind her is Gaia. So they've been recently starting to share burrows, so maybe the inclement weather has it's kind of triggered their natural instinct of them trying to hunker down together. So here is the 3rd one that is going inside the heated shelter. Usually I have an infrared light on here, as you can see, and then this one kind of stays on just because I like to give a little bit more temperature. But like I explained previously, I don't think we will be needing the bulbs because there's just going to be a little bit of rain for about a couple hours, and then hopefully the next day we will be able to put them right back outside. So once I get Gaia out, you guys are going to see that. So as you can see, by me tapping the ground, they feel the vibrations, they see me, they know me. I've done this all the time with them. So there is Gaia, who is coming out of the burrow, and this burrow in its prime, if I remove the log that I have it jamming in the middle, it is about 14 feet deep. It's created by Gabs and all these other females. As you can see, Daisy is heading her way back out, so we got to be quick. We got to grab them and put them inside the shelters because I don't want them to go back inside the burrows, and then it's going to be a lot more work for me because we still have the iguanas, we still have the other tortoises that we have to put inside. So what I'll do now is I'm going to turn off this light just so that it remains nice and dark. They go to sleep, they understand what's going on. I take these 2 doors, we kind of just close it up, and it'll remain nice and shut. And that kind of leaves a little bit of a gap so there's some airflow coming in, but just for the inclement weather will be okay. So in the next clip you're going to see me deal with the iguanas, and I'll show you where we're going to put them in. Alright guys, so we are right now inside the adult Lewisite hybrid enclosure. This is going to be a very interesting part because, as you guys know and you guys seen in previous videos, Mando, the male, isn't very friendly when it comes to actually pinning him down. He's okay with me being inside the enclosure, but right now, as you can see, the sun has gone down. He's inside this little house area. So I'm going to grab him first, place him in this tub, and then hopefully do the same step for the female Meg, and then take him inside the reptile enclosure. So let's get started with that. It's going to be a very interesting part of the video because this iguana is a little bit rambunctious when it comes to being actually grabbed. So if we can see here, Mando, as you can see, I don't like doing this because I don't want him to freak out, but has to be done because if the hurricane does come like it's supposed to, we do not want them to be out here getting completely stormed on for no reason. And this is Meg, the female, and she's, you know, pretty gentle, so I think I can just grab her nicely. As you can see, it's a lot different story with her. She's a lot nicer when it comes to that. So let me just open up this tub. I'm getting completely scratched up. We are both inside here. So we're gonna cut the clip here, and then we're gonna go inside the reptile room where we have all the birds and the other enclosure, and they're gonna go inside that cage. Alright, so we are inside the reptile room. This is a empty enclosure that I have for cases like this where there is inclement weather. I have to put in something inside here. So previously this was for other animals. Right now I'm going to, you know, kind of diffuse situation and put these iguanas in. It's gonna be a little complicated because there is 2 in the tub, and I only have one, you know, set of hands to grab them. So let's get started with that and see how this goes. I think just being as gentle as possible is the best option here. Grabbing one at a time. So this is Mando, male. This is the female. And what I'm gonna do is I'm not gonna put anything on inside the enclosure. They have water. I brought a small food dish from their enclosure, so like that. They are able to, you know, eat something during the hurricane. They cannot push out of this, and obviously it's able to be pin locked here. And for those that are wondering, yes, they have very sharp nails. They obviously don't bite me. They don't want to bite me, and by me doing this is obviously a little bit uncomfortable for them, but it needs to be done. So we took care of the adult Lewisite hybrids. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to set up a nice little enclosure for the small little Lewisite female that I got, and we're going to set her up in there. Alright guys, so here is a quick little update on the Lewisite hybrid female, the high percentage Lewisite hybrid female, and right now she's going to be in this little Exoterra enclosure. Obviously they don't need lights because the storm is going to only pass for a day, so they'll be super okay. Right now she's next to the cockatiels. There is Buster. There are the adult pair. Right near I have the radiators. I'm going to put the 2 little sulcatas that I have there, and then in these tubs that are going to go outside under my terrace, we will find a spot for the other tortoises that are going to be outside. All right guys, so I've already put in the small Lewisite hybrid. I put in the adult iguanas. The adult tortoises are inside their heated shelter. All that is left to put inside is the Aldabra, which I'm going to do right now, and then the 2 sulcatas that live in this pen, and the redfoot that lives right behind this one. So here is Aristotle, the Aldabra tortoise. I'm going to be setting him up, or her up, in a small, you know, little pet carrier like that. It is able for her to stay kind of, you know, comfortable and won't be moving around too much. And then we need to put Kiwi inside the house, and he'll live fine with us. All right guys, so here is Buster, the male blue and gold macaw. We have the 2 Lewisite adults. Inside this little critter carrier is going to be Aristotle, the Aldabra, and we're going to close this up nicely for him. This one I'm going to move it to the floor. Right here we have the radiated tortoises, which automatically sleep inside regardless of the weather conditions. And then I'm turning off that light. Then right here we have the 2, you know, sulcatas, Bagel Bite and Pop Tart. This is a very temporary setup. I'm able to use these tubs just to kind of house them. Incubator, we got Sparky, my only ball python left. Here is the unnamed little female Lewisite hybrid. And then right here are the cockatiels, which are obviously going to be inside as well. And then what I'll do is I'll set up 3 of these tubs here. I'll put my 1 redfoot and my 2 sulcatas. And obviously I'm going to clean up the entire reptile room because Buster loves to throw food on the floor, as you can see. And it's just a daily thing that I do. So here's Buster. Here's an overview of what is going on right now. It's a little bit unorganized, but you know what we're gonna do with these times. All right guys, so pretty much I put inside the reptile room everything that I wanted to. If we turn our attention here, here is Buster. Buster always stays inside, no matter if it's cold, wet, windy, hurricane or not, he always sleeps inside. Inside the tank, you guys saw the clip where I put the adult pair of Lewisite hybrids. If we turn our attention down to the tub, we got Zelva, the female redfoot, right here. Here we have Galia, one of my female sulcatas that I'm raising up, and here is Dixie, another female sulcata. Back here, the radiateds are always inside. They're in this section. Over here we have Pop Tart and Bagel Bite, the 2 yearling sulcata tortoises. Inside this pet carrier, you guys saw the clip, I put in Aristotle, the Aldabra tortoise. Here's the incubator, which obviously if it does lose power, they'll be okay because they're about to hatch in a week, so I wouldn't be too worried about them. And then in here is the small little Lewisite hybrid female. And then we have my 2 cockatiels. So all the animals are nice and safe and sound. Everything is gonna be okay. And as far as the adult tortoises that are gonna be outside, they're gonna be awesome. So just thanks for watching. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Subscribe, rate, comment, like, and see my fellow herpers. For more daily content like this, you can check me out on Instagram and TikTok at Ready Reptiles. And I appreciate you guys watching the whole video. Thanks for watching.